Welcome back to cryptogains for another video. I want to share you some updates on the Bitcoin price charts, show you what I see. If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. We're going to take a look at this chart right here. I showed you this a while ago, the RCI free lines. Give you a little small update on this one. For those that watch my last videos, you know what this is about. And if you want to understand it more, you can watch the last videos. It's not as complicated as it looks. And we're also going to take a look over here at this one here, the Keltner channel, right? Because Bitcoin's doing something really interesting over here. Please remember that this is not financial advice, you know, so do your further research if you're going to do whatever you do with your money with Bitcoin. Actually, let's start here. So Bitcoin's, and this is on the weekly time frame. You can see over here 1 week for Bitcoin on the index chart. Bitcoin has been ever since this breakout, because you know, this was the bottom, right? Or at least I believe this was the bottom for Bitcoin. We came crashing down. We saw as low as like $15,000 or $15,500. Ever since it broke above this yellow line on the Keltner channel, it was almost like a trend reversal. So you can see for all this time over the last year or two, you know, right from 2021 all the way to 2022, 2023, we were below this yellow line for a long time. And, you know, once we saw the break above this yellow line, that for me kind of confirmed that we were reversing the trend. And you can kind of see it. You can see how the trend has been reversed, because ever since it's been above, it's came up to this blue line, fallen straight back down to this yellow line and held support. Yeah, we saw a wick underneath, but look at the body of the candle. It was right here. And what happened? Straight up again. Hit these blue lines, come straight down and held support on this yellow line. And that's what we want to see. We want to see that because that's what we saw in the past. I feel like this is replicating what happened back in 2017 cycle, where it just kept bouncing between this blue line and this yellow line right here. And you can see it, right? So the break above comes above the blue line, or it comes and touches the blue line, back down to the yellow line, hold support. Same again. Break a little bit above the blue line, back down to the yellow line. Look, we see a piercing through, but the body of the candle comes straight back up, holds support. And this happened all the way through 2017, 2018 cycle. Oh, look, 2016, look, 2015, 16, 17. Are we going to have an insane long bull cycle? Because this went on for years. You look at from the break, it broke out from 2015 all the way to 2016, all the way to 2017, all the way to almost 2018. December the 11th of 2017. So could we see another 2.5, 3 year bull cycle? This, you know, could it lead right through to 2025, 2026? Time will tell. But look, this is what we're looking for. We want to make sure that it keeps staying above this yellow line. For as long as Bitcoin holds above this yellow line on this Keltner channel on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin's looking good. Bitcoin is healthy. It's looking good, and it's doing everything that it's planned to do. It's on schedule right now. It's on time to doing what it needs to do. Just keep bouncing off it. Look, boom. You can see the wick there. Bounce off it. Bounce off it. Bounce off it. Bounce off it. This is healthy. So that's what I want to see going forward for Bitcoin over here. And so far, that's all we've done. We've come up. We've set up a new trend. Bounced off it. Bounced off it. We're close to here. Look, if we are to fall for some crazy reason over the next week or two, it's going to come to this yellow line, I believe, which would be sitting about $28,000. If it falls through, I'm going to expect like a little wick like this, and then bolt straight back up, hold above this yellow line, and then eventually come up and test this blue line up here, which is sitting about $32,000. So you will see a $32,000 price next. If it doesn't come, if there's no fall down and Bitcoin just goes up, you're going to see $32,000. In the long run, I still believe we're going to be pushing up towards $46,000 to $48,000. I showed you that video in the last one, and if you want to see it, you can see it again. Let's take a look at this. So the RCI free lines is a powerful indicator, and every YouTube analysis person or someone that does analysis that you watch that shares this indicator, they always see different things, right? So, you know, I said to you in the last one, when this red line comes up and it hovers above it, because, you know, there's like a dotted line. Right, I've made my own 3 dotted lines in the middle, but the dotted line at the top, and there's a dotted line at the bottom. You can see here, dotted lines, dotted lines. And in the past, whenever this red line's come up and held above, I'm really going to zoom in so you can see the dotted lines, and it holds above these dotted lines here. This is bullish. That means this bull cycle is going to continue to go. And it's more bullish if this blue line, you know, as this comes up and it breaks this green line here. So this red line's coming up, it breaks this green line, holds above the dotted lines. But whilst it's doing that, at the break of this blue line's coming down. That if it does that, that's extremely bullish. Because it's going to take, it's almost like it's talking about volatility, essentially, yeah, volatility. And however long this blue line takes to come back up is when we're going to see the cross. Well, you know, the longer this takes to go down and come back up, because every time this the blue line and the red line crosses, when we're seeing a top of the market, and that's always been held true. So if you look at this, the way it was in the past, red line came up, broke across this green line, we held across this, and look what happened to the price action as this did this. Right across this break here, price action was just going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. There was insane volatility through it because we kept seeing like 40% crashes, 40% crash, 40% crash, which could probably represent this blue line. And obviously when this blue line started to come back up, it crossed at the exact top of this cycle here, which was legendary. This one was shortly lived. Why? Because it looks different to this. You see, when the red line came up this time round off this breakout, it came up, but this blue line wasn't as low as this blue line when it was crossing here, right? So when this red line comes up and crosses the green, the blue line at the exact cross was at a 31 level. At this time, when the red line came up and crossed with the green, this blue line was at like a 64 level. So look at where we are today. This red line has come up and crossed the green right here, and at the time it crossed, and this is now you understand why I put these lines here, right? Because this is representing the cross of the red and the green line, right? So look, when this red line comes up and crosses the green, at the time it crosses it, it's right about here, and the blue line was here. Look, this middle gold, this is where it crossed at a level 12, and it's gone even lower since. Like, seriously. You're going to see an insane run. I believe you're going to see an insane run. And at the time of recording this video, it's still hovering above this white line. You see the dotted lines? So it could hover across for a long period of time. If we see a break up $32,000, maybe $40,000 in the future, this red line is just going to be pointing, you know, sideways. Because at the minute, it looks like it's curving down. But that's going to change over the month because this is a monthly time frame. So, yeah, this one's showing something incredible is going to happen. Something we haven't seen in a very long time, and it looks like it's representing what happened in 2016, 2017. This is now lower than, you know, this blue line is lower than what it was than what it was in 2016. 2016, the lowest that this went was let me just see. This went as low as -11. Right now, this blue line is at a flipping that is -28. Yeah, there's gonna be some serious move power for Bitcoin. These ETFs are gonna get approved. It's something. It's money that we've never seen before. There's gonna be some big flipping money come into the space. Money that we have never seen before, and it's new money. It's not money that's been sitting in Tether. It's new money. So the money that's sitting in Tether will go back into projects, but this new money is gonna push the market like you've never seen before, according to this, because this blue line, it's just so damn low. And look how long look at if you look back, this massive rally, and it might take 2 to 3 years. This massive rally, it took, look, from this blue line to it come up and cross this red line, that was the top, right? And we saw a similar thing here on 2021. The blue line came up, crossed with this red line, the red and the blue, and that marks the top. When we see this blue line come up and cross the red, that's going to mark the top. But this blue line's still going down. When it curves, when it finally starts to curve and starts to come back up, and I've already marked this sort of exclamation mark where I think it could top, but that might not be accurate, right? So I'll come back on that as nearer the time. But there's going to be some serious money coming to Bitcoin. You can't see it now, but this chart speaks of it, and this will go up. You're going to see some serious moves, maybe because, you know, I was thinking 120,000, maybe for the first time. In all the times that people have been calling 250k, maybe for the first time we will actually probably might see a 250k Bitcoin or more, just because this is a legendary move. Like, seriously, it's broken below where it was before. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this, but at some point you're gonna see this blue line come up and it will cross with this red line. And when it crosses with the red, I don't know how much lower this is going to go, but I would assume that it's going to do something like this, right? But when it comes up and crosses with the red line, I'm just trying to draw kind of thing, just to show you like a blue line kind of thing, but it will happen. And when you see this, that's going to be the top of the market, that cross, and make it 2. There we go. So that's going to come up like that. And I'm going to draw the red line for you. This red line, I assume, would probably do something like this. You know, just something like this. Just hover like this. You know, like this. And then that's going to cross like this. And that's going to be the red line. We're going to see something like this. And when we see that, this cross of the blue and the red right there is going to be the top of the market. I don't know what price Bitcoin is going to be, but it's going to be extremely high because this blue line just keeps coming down. It's not even ready to curve up yet. Unless all of a sudden we see a black swan event in the next couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden this blue line starts to come back up sharply. But we'll see. But that's why I put a smiley face here, because I'm happy with this. I was happy with that. I wasn't happy with this because when this red line came up and crossed with the green line, this blue line was too high, right? But I'm happy with this. Look how low it is, because it resembles what happened in 2017 when it was that low. And look at the rally that we had, like, all the green shoot up to the sky. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. If this was helpful to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe. I appreciate you all. If you want to become a patron, I've got 7 tiers. You can take your pick. Tiers. I got 7 tiers. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. Let me find it. That's my crypto VIP, yeah. Exclusive VIP partner tier. That one unlocks all my posts. So the one before gives you just my buy alerts. You can see when I'm buying. But this one gives you everything: buying, selling, staking, NFTing, glass noding, all my Excel sheets that they're getting, you best believe. All of that. Come over, check it out. You get a good amount for them. What you're going for when you sign up to that one. And if you can afford it, I got a CEO tier. It's my super alerts. You get access to the VIP Telegram group. In there, there's big money in that space that know how to make money, sharing great projects all the time. Come mingle with them, because they do share great projects. You have the opportunity to get in early. So yeah, guys, that was that. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.